Today we're talking about how to prevent razor bumps when you're shaving your head. I think to prevent razor bumps, first off, we really need to understand what they are. So I found this image of a couple of hairs, and what you can see here is that a razor bump is essentially an ingrown hair. Either it has already grown out of the skin and is starting to grow back into the skin because it's curled over, or it is a hair that has been cut underneath the skin line and is causing irritation, or a hair that hasn't quite grown out all the way. Now, who gets razor bumps? Well, anybody and everybody can get razor bumps. There are a few people that tend to get them more often, and oftentimes those people tend to have curly hair, because as soon as that hair comes up out of the skin, where does it want to go? It wants to curl right back over and go right back into the skin. So therefore, if you have curly hair, you may have this problem a little bit more so than people like me with straight hair. Well, when I had hair. Now, when I first started shaving my head, I definitely had problems with razor bumps, just like many of us do. Because let's face it, we don't really know what we are doing when we first start shaving our heads. And honestly, every now and then, I still make the mistake and I end up with one as well. Lucky for us, there are things that we can do to avoid getting razor bumps at all. The first thing that we can do is exfoliate our head. If we can get all of the dead skin off of it, the blade runs much smoother on the head and therefore has a less chance of irritating the skin, which can also help cause razor bumps. The next thing is to make sure that you're using a nice slick soap to shave with. Now, when it comes to actually putting the blade to your head, you're gonna wanna make sure that you are going with the grain, especially if you know that you are prone to razor bumps. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have a sharp razor for this, because it really helps with cutting down the irritation. You're also not going to want to push down hard on the blade. One, this will irritate the skin more, especially if you have a multi-blade razor. Two, that makes it so that when you push down, your skin may go down a little bit, which then puts the hair closer to the surface. And then once you take away that pressure, where's the hair going to go? It's going to go down underneath the skin and then cause irritation. You're also going to want to make sure that you are rinsing the blade plenty often between every other stroke or two. The cleaner the blade, the better it is for your head, because there's a lot less chance that you're not going to be irritating the skin. And when it comes down to it, guys, the whole thing about this is not irritating the skin or the hair follicles itself. And because you don't want to irritate that area, you also want to make sure that you're not going over the same spot with the blade multiple times. Anything more than 2 or 3 times can obviously irritate the skin and cause razor bumps. Once you're done with the shaving portion, you can go ahead and rinse off your head with cool or cold water. If you're not shaving in the shower, you can obviously just use a rag, and that will close up the pores on your skin, which is something that you always want to do at the last portion of your showering anyway. Then the last thing to do is to apply something to your head, whether it is a moisturizer, an aftershave of your choice, or Head Blades Clear Head, which I have used when I first started shaving, and I really liked it. It seemed to help me cut down on some of those razor bumps. Now, if you're still getting razor bumps and skin irritation, it may just be that a razor blade is not for your head, and that's when I suggest looking at a electric razor, because what that will do is it'll make it so that the blades get really close to your head, but they don't actually touch your skin, so there's a lot less irritation. If you'd like me to do a video on how to get rid of razor bumps if you have them, go ahead and make sure to leave that down in the comment section, along with any questions that you may have for me. And if you haven't already seen my videos about the proper way to shave your head, make sure to check out this video up here. Down below, that's going to be a video that you may like as well. Until next time, as always, you have a good one.